Stuart Atkinson live here for game number 2 here in the Midwest Conference Tournament. The men's tournament just finished up as Ripon lost a nail-biter in double overtime by 3 points, 82-79 against Cornell, and fail to win the conference tournament. It was a heck of a game, and now it's up to the women of the Ripon Redhawks to come away with a victory for the Ripon fans here, as they're the 1 seed and they take on the 2-seeded Monmouth Fighting Scots, the 2 seed. This game today is brought to you by Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and Midwest Conference. Got about a minute and a half on the scoreboard left until we get to the national anthem and starting lineups. But I do have the starting lineups already, so I will read them to you now. We'll start with the 2 seed Monmouth College. Senior guard number 1, Josie Morgan out of Washington, Illinois. Senior guard Caitlin Osmolsky. Senior guard Teray Warner. Junior forward number 12, Zoe Wall. And senior forward number 23, Jordan Kintig. Is your starting lineups for the 2-seeded Fighting Scots. Over to the Redhawks. Freshman guard number 0, Bella Opelt. Junior guard number 3, Kiana Fall. Senior center number 13, Skylar Brayshaw. Junior forward number 14, Bonnie Jensen. And junior forward number 23, Allison Leslie. About 10 seconds on the scoreboard as for my mistake, I think we're not going to do another national anthem as we already did one at the first game. So we're going to go right into the starting lineups. You heard me just say the starting lineups, but we're going to kick it over to the PA announcer and listen to him give the in-house announcements of the starting lineups, and then we'll come back to me for the play-by-play in color for the game.
It is championship day, and the winner of this title game will receive the automatic bid to the 2022 NCAA Division III tournament. In this women's championship game from Monmouth, Illinois, welcome the Monmouth College Fighting Scots. And the host school, the 4-time reigning Midwest For the Redhawks, number 14, the 6-foot junior from Peoria, Illinois, Zoe Wall. And for Ripon, number 23, a 5'8" junior from Ripon, Allison Wesley. And for Monmouth, number 23, a 6-foot senior from Goshen, Indiana, the head coaches for Monmouth College in her first season, Megan Charles. And for Ripon College, now in her 9th season, Lauren Brusaki.
Well, you just heard the PA announcer announce the starting lineups for both squads as we're about to start play here in the title game, the championship game of the Midwest Conference Tournament of the women's. It's the 2-seeded Monmouth Fighting Scots versus the 1-seeded Ripon Redhawks. Both teams got red in their colors and uniforms. Ripon gonna be in their home whites. Monmouth in their all red uniforms with the white numbers and trim. And here we go. Opening tip is won by the Fighting Scots. And we got another championship game of basketball for you. On the left wing is Morgan. She'll swing it now on the wall, had it now on the far side, down low. Couple power dribbles, they'll kick it out. Warner on the left wing, backing down her defender, back to the top of the key. 9 seconds on the shot clock. A floater is too strong, off the mark by Zoe Wall, rebounded by Ripon. And a pass down low to the streaking number 13, Skylar Brasha. Ball was out of bounds, and Ripon will inbound it. And down low with the bucket is 24, 14, Bonnie Jensen. And a turnover forced by Ripon, so they lead it 2-0, 9:07 here in the first. You'll notice right away it's a little harder to see the numbers with the women when they got that long hair. The men don't have hair like that. Most of them don't. So a little harder to see the numbers at times. Driving is Fall, and finding the open teammate is Skylar Brashaw with her first basket of the game. So Jensen and her with a pair of buckets to put Ripon up 4-0. Kicking it to the corner, now driving is number 2, Osmolski. Shot no good in the paint, rebounded by Fall. And Ripon looks to push it a little bit. Pelt will swing it back to Fall. They get it down low to Jensen. 3-point shot at the top of the key, off the mark by Fall. Under 8 to play now here in the first. Warner at the top. Osmolski swings it. Top of the key now is Morgan. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Back to the top is Warner. She'll drive, floater, a little too strong, rebounded by Jensen. And a foul is going to be called on the reach-in. First team foul against the Fighting Scots, as they're still scoreless in the first 2+ minutes and change here. 4-0, Ripon on top. They're going left to right. And a turnover is stolen by Caitlin Osmolski. She'll push the pace. She'll swing it. 3-point shot off the mark by Warner. Fighting for the rebound. It's out of bounds Ripon basketball. Opelt will inbound it. Fall's going to run the offense here on this possession. She'll swing it. Leslie on the left wing. Now top of the key is Jensen. And that pass intended for Opelt is stolen by number 2, Osmolski, and she'll go coast to coast, miss the left-handed layup, get her own rebound, and she's going to dribble it back out, but not before she's tripped up and is fouled. Foul's going to go against number 13, Skylar Brescia. 1 team foul on each team. Osmolski at the top. She'll swing it. 3-point shot off the mark by Morgan and rebounded by Fall. And she'll pass it down low to Brescia, and she is fouled and will head to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against number 23, Jordan Kintig. That is her first personal foul. 2 free throws coming for Skylar Brescia, and she misses the first one. Been a very lively crowd all day today. Almost everyone sticking around for this women's championship matchup like they should. That's 3 points now for Brescia after going 1 for 2 at the line. Ripon leads at 5-0 with 6:32 here in the first. And the first bucket of the game for the Fighting Scots is Warner. She kissed it off the glass on the drive. Senior guard out of Burlington, Iowa. Top of the key, Jensen. She'll swing it to the right wing. Fall was looking to get it down low. Good interior defense. Back to the top of the key, Opelt. She'll drive, goes through the contact, can't get it to fall. Here comes the Fighting Scots. Wall swings it over to Warner. The lone basket for Monmouth so far. Down in the paint is Morgan, and she'll kick it to the corner. 3-point shot off the mark by Osmolski, and rebounded by 23, Allison Leslie. An outlet pass down low to Brescia, and she'll have to give up the position and passing. And then on the drive, Leslie missed it, got the rebound, and put it back. So Leslie with her first basket of the game, the 5'8" junior forward, as Ripon leads it 7-2. They get the pass down low to Jordan Kintig. One power dribble off the glass with the left hand, and she knocks it home. What a pretty move by the senior forward. She averages 9 points per game. And at 6 feet, she's got some solid height to her. 3-point ball game, 7-4. Top of the key, 3-point shot, a little strong, and it actually does go in, but it's not going to count, as when it went off the back iron, it hit the little wire up there, which is considered out of bounds by rules. Jordan Bacourt's number 12 checks in for Ripon. 33, Lily Harlan into the game for Monmouth as well. Top of the key, Osmolski, 3-point shot, and she'll drill it. She averages 11.7 points per game. That's the first 3-pointer of the game, and it's all knotted up at 7 apiece. Leslie gets it down low. They'll swing it. And a pump fake by Opelt. Back to the top, and her pass is deflected out of bounds, but will remain Ripon basketball. Those of you if you joined us for the men's game, I should say, you know, Marty had some things to attend to. He's got a trip in Miami. He's got to start traveling, so you're just going to have to deal with me on the call here for the women's game. But that men's game, double overtime thriller, where Ripon came up just short. That mid-range jump shot off the mark by number 3, Kiana Fall. And now we hope the women's Ripon team can get a win for the Ripon home crowd, as a floater is off the mark by Zoe Wall. And here come Ripon up the court. Left wing now back to the top of the key. Right wing is Leslie. She gets it down low. And Jensen kisses it off the glass for her second basket of the game. So the 5'11" junior Jensen, she averages 9 points a game. She's got herself a couple buckets. Harlan on the left wing, 17 on the shot clock. She'll drive, baseline, off the mark. She rolled her ankle, no call. She's in pain. She's gonna have to come out, but play on until we get stoppage, and we're gonna get a three-point shot, wide open, drilled by Allison Leslie. She's got 5 points, and we'll have a timeout on the court for the injured player. There's some contact on the drive, didn't get the call. Rolled her ankle, it appears. Twelve to 7, Ripon on top by 5 with 2:59 here in the first quarter. It's 23 Jordan Kintig being attended to. She's able to walk off mostly under her own power. Excuse me, that's 33 Lily Harlan again. The long hair covering up the numbers. That's gonna get you. But 33 Lily Harlan walking off with the sore ankle. We hope she can get back in the ball game at some point. I'm not going to speculate, as the players take the court again. 2:59 to play in the first quarter. Again, Ripon up 12 to 7. Three-point shot right before the stoppage by Allison Leslie. She averages 14.8 points per game. She's the leading scorer for the Red Hawks. And that was her second basket to give her 5 points. Osmolski drove, kicked it out, and now Morgan backs down her defender. Beautiful move, and she can't get it to fall down low, as Fall was the defender, and she'll run the point. She'll drive and kick it. She gets it back in the far corner, and she'll have to put it back to the top of the key. Walters recently checked in for Ripon. She's got the ball now on the right wing. A zone defense here from the Fighting Scots. 6 seconds on the shot clock, driving baseline, kicking it to the corner, and it's another three ball for Leslie. 8 points for Allison Leslie and back-to-back triples. It's an 8-point lead for the Red Hawks. Couple power dribbles down low by Zoe Wall, and she is fouled and will head to the free throw line. Foul's gonna go against 23 Allison Leslie. That's her first. Osmolski will check out of the game. She's replaced by Warner. Zoe Wall shooting the free throws, misses the first, averages 8.5 points per game. Out of Peoria, Illinois. Oh for 2 at the line, and a solid box out and rebound by number 12, Jordan Bacourts of Ripon. Fall gives it up. And 33 Sydney Pinninger recently checked in for Ripon. She'll set the screen, and driving is Leslie, and she gets it stripped. It's a 1-on-2 fast break opportunity, and Mitchell is going to be fouled. Almost looked like a jump ball, but Jaden Mitchell on the drive will head to the free throw line. Mitchell averaging 6.5 points, and they are going to stick with the foul call. Looked like a lot of ball. Looked like it could have been a jump ball. Foul will go against number 3, Kiana Fowler Ripon. That's her first. And Mitchell will knock down the free throw. And a lot of times when a player falls hard, it makes the contact look a lot worse. And she did hit the floor pretty hard. And it's almost instincts to blow your whistle at that point. 15-9, Ripon leads it. Minute 29 here in the first quarter. Again, the winner receives an automatic bid to the Division III NCAA Women's Tournament. The drive there by Walters, and she's going to be called for a 3-second violation in the paint. As she drove in the paint, had to pick up her dribble, and passing lanes were tight by the Fighting Scots defenders, and she got called for a 3-second violation. You'll see the call often. Deflected out of bounds by number 12, Bacourts, but it's going to stay with Ripon. 23 on the shot clock. Even a minute left here in the first quarter. Ball in the corner and a drive by Morgan. Her floater's no good. Rebounded by Bacourts. Walters has it, and she'll drive and pick the ball up, and she kept her pivot foot. It was a pretty move and hit the small floater. So Cassidy Walters with her first basket of the game. She averages just under 5 a game. 25 seconds left in the quarter, 17 on the shot clock. Morgan at the top of the key. She'll get a screen. Ripon switching on defense, and it's out of bounds, still Ripon basketball, as Bacourts stripped possession of the ball momentarily. Warder inbounds it. Morgan at the top, she'll get the screen. 7 on the shot clock, she'll kick it out. 3-point shot she didn't take it. Pass to the corner, and Morgan misses a 3-point shot. And now they're going to call it jump ball on the rebound, as it looked pretty clear that Kiana Fall had it. Possession arrow does favor Ripon, so they will take the ball out of bounds with 4.6 seconds left here in the first quarter as they lead 17-9. Plenty of time to get up the court and get a shot off. As they get the ball in, Fall passes midcourt, 3 seconds left. She's past the free throw line, and she'll throw it off the glass a little too strong. And after one, Ripon leads Monmouth 17-9 here after the first quarter. We'll take a break, and we'll be back for the second quarter. A reminder, this game is brought to you by the Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and Midwest Conference. About to start the second quarter as Ripon leads it 17-9 against Monmouth. Ball back in play as Monmouth has it going right to left for those radio listeners. On the left wing, Wall gets it to Kintig. Step back, 3 ball, and rattled home by Josie Morgan. Her first basket of the game, the senior cuts the deficit down to 5. 17-12, Ripon on top. Drive, kick to the corner. Opelt goes baseline, shakes the defender, and makes the basket. The freshman with her first basket of the game. She averages just a tick under 5 a game. Good ball fake, and now a deep 3-point shot off the mark by Wall. Rebounded by Brescia. They look to get it down low, and they do. Good position, and then Brescia got it stripped as she was immediately double-teamed. And now thought about a 3 was Wall, but she'll pass it down low, and a block shot there from Brescia. Quality defense. And they'll try and push the pace, but good transition defense by the Fighting Scots. And Allison Leslie is tied up. Possession arrow favoring Ripon. After Monmouth started with possession to start the quarter. Just getting it in time. It was Jensen down low, and she'll spin and scoop, miss it. Get her own rebound, miss that one as well. And finally, oh, that's a cheap foul. That's a cheap foul. I don't know about that one. Josie Morgan was able to come away with the ball. And the foul is going to go against Bonnie Jensen, number 14. Didn't really look like a lot of contact, if any contact. Oh, a collision at the top of the key. And a foul is going to be called against Jensen. So Jensen picks up 2 fouls in a span of about 10 seconds. First one was about as ticky-tacky as you can get. A little more contact on the second one. Trying to cross over the defender was Morgan. And they get it down low to 23, Kintig. And the 3-point shot off the mark there by Wall. Rebound put back, no good by Kintig. And Warner's going to come away with it and dribble it out. Another 3-point attempt, and this one's airballed by Osmolski. 3 different 3-point attempts on that possession. Remains a 7-point lead for Ripon. Fall drives, kicks it. Now on the right wing is Opelt. And her pass is deflected back to the top of the key. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Mid-range jump shot off the mark by Leslie. On the far side of the court, and that pass intended for Osmolski at the top, and it's a turnover. And a travel is going to be called against Kiana Fall. It looked like she was fouled and was going to head to the line. But the traveling violation is the call. Morgan used his screen and then gives it to Wall on the drive to the bucket. And another traveling violation. This time it's going to go against the Fighting Scots. Timeout called by Ripon. A 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here for you. So a 7-point lead for the Redhawks. Opelt's got 2 points thus far. Bracia's got 3, Jensen's got 4, Walters has 2, Leslie's got 8. For the Fighting Scots, 3 points for Morgan, 3 points for Osmolski, 2 points for Warner, 2 points for Mitchell, and 2 points for Kintig. Been pretty solid tempo thus far to start the game. Pretty good flow. And Fall will drive, backing down her defender now, picks up her dribble. She'll have to pass it back out to Opelt. Opelt, bounce pass down low. Poked away, and a turnover forced by the Fighting Scots defense on the entry pass. Warner gives it up, now on the left wing, Morgan. Coming off the screen was Wall. Bounce pass to the corner. 13 on the shot clock. Morgan drives, and she will finish off the glass with her right hand. Tough shot there, and Morgan's got 5 points. Got past her defender, used her size to avoid the blocked shot. Pretty good play. Coming off the screen is Leslie, and she gets it. She'll drive and one. Allison Leslie is on fire, and she's got 10 points already, looking to make it 11. Foul is going to go against Warner. That's her first. Mitchell back into the game for Monmouth. And Leslie converts the and one, and she's got 11 points already, about halfway through the second quarter. Dump it down low, spin move. Shot no good by Kintig, but she is fouled. .33, Sydney Pittenger checks back into the game for Ripon. She's been a solid sub off the bench all year, averaging just under 3 points per game, but makes her presence known on the defensive side and on the glass. Free throw too strong. Opelt to set the offense. Zone defense and beautiful passing, and going to the free throw line will be Pittenger. That's how you got to attack that zone. You got to get it to the free throw line and then actively pass it. Make the zone move. They couldn't move fast enough. And Pittenger will shoot a pair. Knocks the first one home. Averages about 12 minutes a game. And she goes 2 for 2 at the line. Ripon averaging just under 64 points per game. They give up 59 per game as they force a turnover there. And going coast to coast, almost finishing, was 22, Walters. But finishing was Pittenger on the putback. 30-second timeout called by Monmouth. We'll take a break, and we will be back. A reminder, this game is brought to you by Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and the Midwest Conference. 12-point lead for Ripon, 26-14, coming out of the timeout. Ripon's controlled the pace and the game since the start. First quarters have been the best quarter for Ripon on the year, scoring 432 points, their highest scoring quarter on the season, as that mid-range jump shot falls for Walters, her second basket of the game. Three-point shot off the mark, out of bounds. Ripon scoring just a couple points under 1,600 on the season. Defense has given up a little under 1,500. Dribble handoff at the top. Walters. And she's going to be called for a push-off with her forearm. They are calling this game pretty tight. It did not look like a lot of contact. Didn't really look like any contact. Yeah, I don't like to really harp on the officials too much. I really don't. Today's probably the most I've ever done it in the last 2 years. But that just didn't really look like a foul at all. Nonetheless, the drive there is off the mark by Morgan. Leslie has it. She's got 11 points. It's back to Walters. Bounce pass, and they're going to call it charge. Now that one, there was some contact. I think that was a pretty good call. That's the first personal against Pittenger, as Ripon has doubled up Monmouth so far, 28-14. Some fancy dribbling by Morgan. She'll kick it out. Drive, shot no good. That was Bacourt's on the rebound. Under 3 minutes to play until halftime. Pittenger down low. Couple power dribbles, and now she'll have to give it up, and the baseline jump shot is good for Leslie. So Leslie with 3 baskets made inside the arc, a couple three-pointers made, and a free throw to put her at 13 points. Quick bucket there by Monmouth. Two minutes to play until halftime. Opelt on the drive, and now a drive by Bacourt, and she's fouled. Foul is against Zoe Wall. Bacourt's at the line. Knocks down the first. Her first basket of the game. 50% free throw shooter on the season, 11 out of 22, but she goes 2 for 2 there. Morgan gets the screen and gets another screen. Step back 3 off the mark. That would have been pretty. Behind the back, dribbling by Fall. 3-point shot by Leslie off the mark. Out of bounds. Monmouth basketball. Ripon doubling up Monmouth Still at 32-16. Minute 26 to play here in the second quarter. Left wing is Mitchell, now top of the key, Warner. Down low, falling away, almost getting it to fall. And Zoe Wall will head to the free throw line. Second foul against Sydney Pittenger. First free throw, good for Zoe Wall. Again, Wall averages 8.5 points per game. She knocks them both in. She's a 67.7% free throw shooter on the year. And that pass is going to go out of bounds. It's a turnover. Never want to turn it over, but when you do, it's better to have them not be live ball turnovers. You don't want to give up those easy transition baskets. Getting the screen is Morgan. She'll give it up. Now Warner drives. Bit out of control, but she got a rebound back momentarily. Good hustle, almost a travel, no call. Warner in the corner. Now on the left wing is Mitchell, 9 on the shot clock. Warner mid-range jump shot, no good. Leslie with the rebound. 20 seconds, Ripon likely to hold for the last shot before halftime. Fall calls out to play. She'll get the screen and a double screen from Leslie. 3 seconds to shoot it. And a traveling violation is the call. .3 seconds. They're going to have to heave it now. She got it off in time, but no luck there. So at the half, Ripon leads Monmouth 32-18 in the championship game in this Midwest Conference tournament. We'll take a break, and again, this game is brought to you by the Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and Midwest Conference. Stuart Atkinson live here as we have a little over 2 minutes left until the third quarter starts in this championship game between the 2-seeded Monmouth Fighting Scots and the 1-seeded Ripon Redhawks. Fighting Scots were 10-6 in conference play on the season, and the Redhawks were 15-1 in conference play. First half stats for the game. We'll start with Monmouth. They were led by number 1, Josie Morgan, with 5 points. Then Warner had 4 points. Wall with 2, Kintig with 2. Osmolski with 3. Mitchell with 2. 10 rebounds as a team, 6 defensive rebounds and 4 offensive rebounds. They were 3 of 15 from the field for 20%, 1 of 5 from downtown for 20%, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line for 50%. Ripon in the first half was led by Allison Leslie with 13 points. Then Jensen with 4 points. Brayshaw with 3. Opelt with 2. Bacourts with 2. Walters with 4. And Pittenger with 4 to get them to their 32 points. And here's the story of the game. They absolutely dominated on the glass. 25 rebounds to Monmouth's 10. 22 defensive rebounds and 3 offensive rebounds. They shot 7 of 13 from the field for 53.8%. 2 of 4 from downtown for 50%. And 1 of 2 at the free throw line for 50%. And Ripon is 2 quarters away from punching their ticket into the NCAA Division III tournament. The ball is back in play. Monmouth will start with possession. Coming off his screen is Warner, and we got a quick foul. That's going to go against Bonnie Jensen. And Jensen will immediately have to head to the bench after the foul. Drive there by Morgan, kicking it out. Corner three-point shot is up and good for Osmolski. So the first scoring in the second half comes from a Monmouth three-point shot in the corner to cut their deficit down to 11. No foul call there, but the rebound putback is good for number 13, Brayshaw. Morgan on the left wing. She's going to shoot a three-pointer and drill it. So the teams are coming out shooting the ball hot here. There's a couple of three-pointers made by Monmouth already. And a basket in the paint for Ripon. The drive, kicks out. Brayshaw thought about the mid-range jump shot. She'll kick it to the corner. And a drive by Fall. Shot doesn't fall. No pun intended. Rebounded by Morgan. And Warner drives and will be called for the charge. .8:30 to play here in the third quarter. It's a 10-point lead for Ripon. Drive there by Fall. She'll pass it out to the top of the key. Fall gets the screen. She'll shoot the jumper off the mark, a little too short. Morgan will bring it up the court. Ripon's played solid offense and defense since the start of the game. And now a foul called on the reach, on the pass. That was the second team foul against Ripon. That one went against Fall. Lead down to single digits for Ripon as they lead 34-26. They're led by 14 at the half, so cutting into the deficit rather quickly is exactly what Monmouth needed here in the third quarter. Stripped, and then the floater is good by Fall. Brayshaw had it stripped in the paint, and Fall was there and just threw a little floater up there, and a mid-range jump shot is good for Warner. Warner with a couple buckets here today. And that jump shot is good for Leslie. her first basket of the third quarter. That puts her at 15 points. Warner drives, kicks, three-point shot off the mark by Morgan, out of bounds. Will remain with the Fighting Scots. Wall inbounds it. Warner on the right wing. They get it down low. There's the power dribble, left hand off the glass, and it's good for Kintig. That's Kintig's first basket of the half. She's got 4 points now in the game. Both teams have traded baskets the last couple of possessions. Leslie drives, and her shot is blocked. And it was able to be saved, and here comes the Fighting Scots. Corner three-point shot is off the mark by Osmolski, but they get their rebound. Morgan, hesitation, drives, floater, and gets it to fall. Looked like she might have been hit on the head, too, but no call. And just like that, it's a 6-point game. Timeout called by Ripon. We'll take a break as well. Ripon leads at 38-32 here in the third quarter. This game is brought to you by Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and Midwest Conference. Six-point lead for Ripon. Bounce pass down low. Three-point shot is drilled by Osmolski. She's got 3 triples already in the game, and Ripon's lead is down to 3. Left wing, Opelt will dribble it back out. 8 seconds on the shot clock. The drive by Opelt kicks it to the corner. Three-point shot. Bang! But Cortez. A big triple there. That's 5 points now for Pacortes. Three-point shot is up, in, and out. It looked pretty good. Osmolski is feeling it. She's got a handful of triples already and almost had another one. And one from the corner! Allison Leslie. An opportunity for the rare 4-point play. A huge shot for Leslie. Momentum was on Monmouth's side for a while as they were down by 14 at the half. They were able to cut the lead down to 3. And just like that, Ripon is up by 10 with 3:40 to play here in the third. The drive and going to the free throw line is Josie Morgan. Foul is against Bella Opelt. Free throw a little strong. Opelt goes 1 for 2 at the line. Excuse me, that was not Opelt, that was Morgan shooting that for Monmouth. My mistake, looking at the wrong roster. And now Josie Morgan's gonna drive and kiss it off the glass. So 3 straight points for Monmouth. Has their deficit down to 7. We're under 3 minutes to play in the third. Leslie drives, backs down her defender, couple power dribbles, and they're gonna call her for a charge. That looked like a flop. It looked like a flop. She fell down about a second and a half after she got hit. But Leslie will be called for the foul. Morgan gives it up and driving and Wall. They're on the floor and a jump ball is going to be called. Tie up and the possession arrow favors Ripon. Leslie will get a breather. Walters into the game now for Ripon. Top of the key, Walters, three-point shot, bang! A huge three-point shot there by Walters, and she's got 7 points. Lead back up to 10. Power dribble down low by Kintig. Shot no good. Ripon comes away with it. Going coast to coast. Opelt picks up her dribble, and a foul is called. Third team foul on Monmouth. Opelt will inbound it, and it's going to be to Walter. She bobbled it momentarily. Now back to the top. Jab step there by Fall. And baseline is Opelt. Shot no good. Walters with the rebound. Couple opportunities in the paint there for Ripon. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Mitchell back in now for the Fighting Scots as well. She's got it. 7 on the shot clock. There's the screen. Morgan, 4 seconds, and an offensive foul is going to be the call. So Josie Morgan is called for the offensive charge. Or extending the forearm, I should say. Ten-point lead for Ripon. Leslie passes it down low. Walters. What a tough shot from Walters. A very tough shot from Walters, and Ripon extends their lead to 12. Morgan's down low. They can't get it to her. Now she's got it on the far side. She'll go baseline, picks up her dribble. Tough turnaround fadeaway, no good. Walters with the rebound. Ripon can hold for the last shot. We're under 20 seconds to play. Walters aggressive. Looked like she was going to try and drive all the way to the basket. Shot clock off, 10 seconds here. Leslie picks up her dribble, poked away. Fall, pass down low, out of bounds. 2.9 seconds on the clock. Ripon looking to get another bucket here, heading into the fourth quarter. The freshman guard, Pelt, will inbound it. She gets it in. Walters, 2 seconds. She's got to shoot it. And she did get it off just in time, but the shot doesn't fall. So after 3, Ripon leads it 50-38. As Ripon was outscored by 2 points in that third quarter, but still holds a strong 12-point lead. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will have fourth quarter basketball for you. A reminder, this game is brought to you by Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and Midwest Conference. One quarter left to play until one of these two teams punches their ticket to the NCAA Division III tournament. The one-seeded Ripon Redhawks lead at 50-38 over the two-seeded Monmouth Fighting Scots. And the drive floater, no good there by Osmolski. That basket is good by Jordan Kintig, the senior. 10-point ball game. Brace on the elbow. She'll back down her defender, and that pass goes out of bounds. It's a turnover for Ripon. Morgan will set up the offense. She'll swing it to Warner. And no foul call there. It looked like a good no call. She just lost her footing. Morgan drives. Kept her pivot foot. And that three-point shot too strong there by Zoe Wall. And the rebound chased down by Bonnie Jensen. Jensen looked like she had some position down low. Wall couldn't get it to her. Opelt gave it up. Leslie, 8 to shoot on the shot clock. Down low, Pittenger can't get the soft touch. Out of bounds. Fighting Scots basketball. Driving dish to Warner, now Osmulski. Josie Morgan on the right wing. She'll drive, and tough shot as the help defender came and got in front of her for the double team, and she was still able to get it to fall, as Morgan has been absolutely outstanding for this Fighting Scots team. The lead down to single digits once again for Ripon. We're under 8 minutes to play in the championship game. Down low, Jensen, power dribble, poked away, they're fighting for it. Coming away with it was Monmouth. Morgan, coast to coast, kicks it out. Morgan swings it, Warner down low. Couple power dribbles to the left hand, shot no good. And there's the foul over the back as Sydney Pittenger had good position down low. Foul will go against 23, Jordan Kintig. In the corner now, 20 on the shot clock. They have Leslie double team down low. And now she extends her position out to the elbow. And there comes the double team from the backside. 3 different defenders focused on her. And a timeout called by Ripon. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. We got 7:06 left to play to determine the Midwest Conference tournament winner. A lot can happen here in these final 8 minutes. Ripon finished the season with a 16-9 record. They were 15-1 in conference for their 4th consecutive conference championship. This is their 4th consecutive year that they've hosted the Midwest Conference tournament. They're 75-11 in conference games going back to the last 5 seasons, and they're 8-2 at home this season. Looking to make it 9-2 with the second on the shot clock. Shot clock violation after the air ball. And here comes the Fighting Scots. They'll swing it, jab step, drive there by Morgan. Morgan drives, kicks it out, 3-point shot. No good by Osmulski. Another 3-point attempt, this one no good. They would have made it a 5-point game, but a rebound again. Osmulski with the board. Morgan thought about a 3. She'll drive off the glass and she gets it to fall. There's no quit in this Monmouth Fighting Scots team. It's a 6-point game. Josie Morgan has been phenomenal, and Jensen can't get the left-handed shot to fall. Momentum shifting in favor of Monmouth. The home crowd needs to get into it, and there's a foul on the drive. It's going to go against Bella Opelt. #22 Walters checks back in for Ripon, along with number 12, Jordan Bacourts. Another free throw for Morgan. I got Morgan unofficially down for 18 points right now, as she has been carrying the scoring load here in the second half. Walters' jump shot no good, and it's only a 4-point game. And a timeout called by Monmouth. Head coach Megan Jones, it's her first season as the coach. It's a full timeout, so we will take a break. A reminder, this game is brought to you by Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and the Midwest Conference. Ball back into play. It's a 4-point ball game. Morgan gets the screen. She'll drive, floater a little short. Rebounded by Bacourts. That was a big defensive stop. Would have got it to a one-possession game. Ripon could really use a bucket here. Walters drives, and she knocks it down. A huge shot by Cassidy Walters. She's in double figures with 11 points. Lead back up to 6. Ripon could use a stop. Recovery defense by Pittenger, but a little too late as Jordan Kintig knocked it home. Seniors got 8 points. Leslie in the corner. Top of the key, 14 on the shot clock. Gives it up to the corner. Crossover, and Opelt is fouled on the drive. I don't believe they're gonna call it a shooting foul. And they are. So Opelt's gonna shoot a pair of free throws. 2 team fouls on Monmouth, 1 team foul on Ripon here in the fourth quarter. Too strong. It's a big difference you'll notice between the men's and the women's game with having 4 quarters versus the 2 halves. Teams are in the bonus as long, and the fouls reset at the end of the quarter, which I actually really enjoy. I think the women's have it set up the best way. It's a 5-point lead for Ripon. Under 5 minutes to play in the championship game. Automatic bid to the tournament on the line. A jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Ripon Redhawks. Kiana Fall checks back into the game. The junior out of Clayton, Wisconsin. .420 left to play. Walters on the far side. She'll drive, and she creates space and finishes off the glass. Walters with 13 points now. Hesitation, floater, what a tough shot. Zoe Wall with a huge shot, her first basket of the game. She does have a couple free throws. That shot could not have came at a better time as Ripon just had their lead back up to 7 momentarily. Bacourts down low. She'll have to kick it out. Fall thought about a 3, she'll kick it out. There is the 3-point shot, too strong, rebounded. She's got to go up, and she does get it off the rim, but doesn't get it to fall. Morgan will have to back it out. Good transition defense there by Fall. Morgan at the top, 16 on the shot clock. Crosses up, Fall. She'll drive, kick it out. Mitchell had it momentarily. Mitchell back at the top. 5 on the shot clock. She's drive, guarded by Walters. Her shot off the mark and rebounded, saved, but not quite, as she stepped out of bounds, unable to save it. Ripon basketball with an even 3 minutes on the clock. Warner checks back into the game for Monmouth, and Leslie checks back into the game for Ripon. Almost an unforced turnover, which could have been brutal. Ripon could use a big shot here to get their lead up to 7 or 8 here. Under 3 minutes to play. There's the screen. Leslie gives it up. There it is, the 3-point shot. Bang! Kiana Fall! The junior with the biggest shot of the game. And Ripon leads by 8 with 2:26 to play. And they forced a turnover. And here comes Ripon's offense. They can take some time off the clock. A shot here would put them in phenomenal shape here to go the last 2-minute stretch. And the drive by Leslie out of bounds, but it's going to remain with Ripon. 2:05 to play, 13 on the shot clock. Inbounding it is Bacourts. She gets it in on the left wing. Ball is back to the corner, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Backing down to defender. Bacourts, she gives it up. 3 on the shot clock. They're going to have to get one off. 3 ball, airballed out of bounds, and it's going to be Monmouth basketball. So an 8-point lead for Ripon with 1:51 here in the fourth quarter. They can almost taste the tournament victory, but they got to close it out. And there's the steal. Bacourts, can she go coast to coast? But she's fouled by Warner and will head to the free throw line. What a huge defensive play from the junior number 12, Jordan Bacourts from New Franken, Wisconsin. And she's got an opportunity to make this a 10-point ball game with less than 2 minutes to play. She rattles home the first. Monmouth trailing by 12 heading into the fourth quarter. Got it all the way down to a possession. But Ripon able to get their lead back up to 10. Now they got to close it out. The drive by Morgan, floater, and she gets it to fall. What a tough shot. Josie Morgan, their leading scorer on the season, 14.5 points. And she has shown why. She has been phenomenal all night long. 1:20 left. In the corner, Fall, bounce pass down low. Brayshaw off the glass, no good. Rebounded, kicked out. The drive by Fall, bounce pass. And a traveling violation against Kiana Fall before she made the pass. 62 seconds left to play. Morgan swings it on the left wing. Here comes the screen. The drive. And the floater is good by Osmolski. A 6-point game. They don't have to foul just yet. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Tight defense, and there is the foul. Bacourts was fouled on her drive. Ripon only committing 1 foul thus far here in the fourth. 14 fouls against Monmouth. They get it inbounded down low. Leslie, left-handed off the glass, no good. It's a 6-point game. We're under 30 seconds to play. Morgan, coast to coast, and she will be fouled and head to the free throw line. She definitely caused the contact, but when you're aggressive like that, you get the call, and the Ripon players were not set, and they're inside the arc. It's a good call. It's the correct call. And the aggressive play by Morgan is going to be rewarded with some free throws. Important to box out here in case of a miss on the second. She knocks home the first. Morgan, the senior guard out of Washington, Illinois. And she's too strong on that one. They almost gave up the rebound, but Leslie was able to snag it. So Ripon leads by 5 with 25.8 seconds left. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. It will be Ripon basketball coming out of the break. this is where I would ask Marty some strategy questions, but Marty left us for Miami. Can you blame him? He's missing a good one here, though. Monmouth ranks 19th in the country in Division III and the fewest turnovers per game at 13.6, which is pretty darn good. And they're pretty darn good at shooting free throws too. They're 10th in the country, shooting 75% from the line. And free throws are going to be huge here down the stretch these last 25.8 seconds. Leslie has it. They're going to have to foul soon, and there it is. Warner on the foul. That's the 5th personal foul, so she is done. And that's 5 team fouls for Monmouth as well. One and one for Leslie. Excuse me, double bonus here in the women, so first free throw no good. She is able to knock home the second one to bump that up to 6. And another timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout called by Megan Jones, the head coach of Monmouth. Head coach Busalaki looking to get the tournament win. 22.1 seconds left. As the student section here is still loud and still rocking, even after the devastating loss earlier in the day in the men's championship game. Looks like Zoe Wall will be the inbounder for Monmouth. She gets it into the corner, and then it's ripped away out of bounds, but it's going to remain Monmouth basketball. Took a couple of seconds off the clock. And Wall the inbound again, top of the key. Osmolski, she drives, floater off the mark. It's out of bounds, and it's going to be Ripon basketball with 15 seconds left. And a full timeout called, 60 seconds. So we'll take a break here, and we'll be back for these last 15 seconds. Again, this game brought to you by Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and the Midwest Conference. .9 seconds left. We're back here. It's a 6-point lead for Ripon. They'll inbound it, and immediately fouled is Allison Leslie. And she can go to the free throw line and essentially ice this game. Leslie's made a couple free throws already between the third and fourth quarter. There's another one. She goes 1 for 2, rattles in and out, and another timeout called. One thing that tends to happen in these late games is get a lot of timeouts, which is something that I think needs to be fixed in the game at some point. I don't know what the answer is, but when these coaches are able to save up all these timeouts and they each team can call 3 or 4 timeouts in a 2-minute span of real time. I mean, when you're watching games on TV, it doesn't matter if it's the high school level, college level, professional level. The last 3 minutes of a game can take a half hour sometimes. Not saying that this is the case. I mean, this is a championship game. You're going down fighting until the very end. Completely respect the timeout call. But in other scenarios, too many timeouts, too many reviews for 50-50 calls, out of bounds. Got to keep the game moving. But Ripon is 13 seconds away from being conference champions and the Midwest tournament champion, and punch their bid into the tournament. Top of the key, Morgan to the corner. Osmolski, 3-point shot off the mark. Fighting for the rebound, jump ball, and possession arrow favors Monmouth. With 5.1 seconds left, it's likely to be mute. Good out of bounds play. Morgan in the corner. She'll get the screen. Jump shot off the mark. Final buzzer, and Ripon wins 62-55. And the students storm the court with their team. What a sight to see there on the court. Student section brought it all day, and more importantly, the players brought it on the court. And the women come away with a 62-55 victory in the Midwest Conference Tournament Championship game. And we'll stick around for a few minutes and watch Ripon get awarded their championship trophy. As you see the players hugging at midcourt. It's always a shame that one team's got to lose. It was Ripon in the first game in the men's, but the women's are victorious here in game number 2.
Finishing the season with an overall record of 14 establish fighting spots in tonight's tournament final. And the 2022 Midwest Conference Basketball Tournament Champions, a team that finished the season with a 16-1 lead record, defeated Illinois College with a score of 68-65 in Friday night's semifinal, and with today's win, earns a spot in the NCAA Division III tournament. And now the members of the team will step forward to receive the tournament plaque from Midwest Conference Executive Director Heather Benning. Again, fans, thank you for participating and attending all weekend long.
Pretty cool moment at midcourt you just witnessed as they take their picture with their championship trophy after their 62-55 win. Something they worked for all year long. They're the regular season conference champs, they're the tournament champs, and they're heading to the NCAA Division III tournament. That's going to wrap it up for us here today. Thank you all for watching. As the men's team loses in double overtime, the women's come away with the victory 62-55. Stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day. And we want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm Stuart Atkinson signing off now. And a reminder, all these games were brought to you by Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and the Midwest Conference.